Live.
Good job, boys. Hey, we got it.
And we're live. I'll go make sure it sounds... Okay.
All right, we should be good.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah, the product is available.
All right.
It's available.
All right, here we go, boys and girls. All right, I am sorry about the technical difficulties. I guess it happens when you're on the RDN roller show. You're going to run into some problems. Couldn't hear us last time. But welcome back. Got Ant here and Dwyer. Ant over on the East Coast. Dwyer over here in the snow in Colorado. We got hit with a little blizzard. No, I wouldn't call it a blizzard. We got hit with some snow today.
Some inches.
Yeah, some inches. Ant, how's it going over there on the East Coast?
Good, man. Just busy at the rink right now, as I was saying on the first attempt. Just kind of soaking in Sportsplex. It's been where I started playing roller, so
Okay.
It's kind of sad that it's closing down. So up here, our leagues are still going, and just kind of trying to soak it in the last few weeks here that we have left.
And you said how long is Sportplex open till? March 31st?
The end of March, yeah. So we normally do Winter Wars East here, but because it's down to one rink, it's no longer even here, which is like, I know Timmy and Greg are, kind of upset about as well, just because it's a good spot for a tournament. There's a lot of things to do around here. Casino's pretty close, and a lot of good hotels and stuff like that. Like everything that makes a tournament good food and stuff. So just sucks that it's closing down, but just trying to soak it all in, like I said.
Yeah, it's a brutal. I mean, I remember going there. I think on the last stream we just tried to do before it went off, Dwyer was talking about AAU was there for what, 3-4 years in a row?
Yeah, they did Junior Olympics. I think it was back-to-back years.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Kevin, if you want to continue asking those questions from last.
Can you just break it down for us one more time?
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Sportsplex,
So you got Sportsplex, which is like
I need
here.
direction too. I need a west.
Yeah, where's
Sports-
Marple?
sports-
Where's everything?
So Marple would be like, we'll just use Philadelphia as a, kind of the centerpiece. Northeast Racket Club NCRHA, where I, normally operate out of, that's in Philly, right? North of that is Sportsplex. South of Philly is Marple. Out west, you have 422, Downingtown, and then all the way out west, you'd have Harrisburg. So that's Yellow Breeches. And that they moved, like, it's same floor and same boards and everything, but they moved into an actual new building, which is pretty cool.
I think that's where we went.
I think that's where you went. That's where the Typhoon were out of, correct?
The Typhoon, I think they played out of there some years. There used to be another York rink as well too, but they didn't have there was no boards. It was just like glass and then netting. It was like bizarre. But the rink you're probably referring to has like a really dark blue floor, and that's
That's exactly it. Yeah.
When you walk in, there's like a little batting. There was a little batting cage on the right.
Yeah,
that's Harrisburg, right?
Isn't that where Yingling, Brian Yingling, was like played out over?
That was York. Yeah.
Okay.
York. They were right next to each other though. So.
Okay. Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we got
Pennsylvania days.
Sorry, I didn't get to you, Dwyer. Kev, how you doing?
Okay.
How you doing over?
How
you doing here in Colorado?
I have a baby and I work, so I think everybody knows how I'm doing. I'm doing good. I try to get the dogs out. Little one's doing great. He's a fussy little monster these days, but he's good. He's starting to sleep till like 3:30.
There we go.
and then he wakes up again like at 6. So like 2:30, 3:30. That's his window now, but. He's doing good. Reading a book again. I always enjoy reading, so it's good to be reading. I'm trying to gamble, and I'm not good at that. I mean, we can go into that later. But
yeah.
The Jets tonight, I put the Wild on the puck line -1.5, and the Jets, after losing to the Hawks, are just beating the Wild 4-2 last I checked. So just the woes of a guy who thinks he knows things and just gets.
Hockey's
shoved.
tough.
It's tough. It's tough to gamble in hockey.
Hard.
It's brutal.
Tough.
Yeah, I don't like gambling. I don't want to talk about it right now. I get so mad about it.
Yeah, no.
Over the weekend, it's just so
flustered.
brutal.
I know. It's tough. So
But-
sorry. That's what I got going on. I like a little wagering and just some cooking, reading, working, and dogging and babying.
Dogging.
That's what's going on in Dwyer's life.
There we go. There we
It's a
go.
lot.
Well, we got about 5 things here on tap to talk about on the hot takes. I mean, a lot of these things we get consistently told every Tuesday. I mean, how many hot takes can there always be? We just like to do it because it's a lot of fun. It gets the people talking, and you wouldn't believe how many people put, just different hot takes in there. Some of them are brutal, and I just like to post them just because I think they're kind of just irrelevant and they're just funny. So we like to have fun with it. But first one we're going to do is the top 3 teams in Europe. Or, my bad, before we even get started into this, what are we thinking? Canada, little sponsor. Ant, take it away.
All right, so we've talked about candidates a lot, and I got to give the boys credit here. We just finished second place in a little candidates competition for like all the people that they sponsor. But obviously, it's a CBD driven alternative to tobacco. We all obviously have it and use it. One thing I've actually tried, I don't know if you guys have tried this. I'm definitely going to bring them out the Winter Awards for you. They have terpene ones that are not CBD. They're like terpenes, which is a different part of the plant. But they have like different effects and stuff on it. Like one's for clarity, one's for sleep. So
I need the clarity.
Yeah, so there's like some pretty cool
sleep.
Yeah, exactly, Kev. So maybe slip a little Jackson in the Kendip. I don't know. But just kidding. But obviously
RA over here.
We're all advocates of it, right? So when you get a chance, go to canadips.com and use RollerdAd15. Help us out, help yourself out, get yourself some Canadips. Everyone who's used them, I mean, have you guys ever heard a bad review about them? Like, I honestly haven't. Everyone who's used them loves them. So.
No, they're amazing. I like throwing the mangoes in when I'm drinking some beer or something, or like get the Trulies or whatever, throw some flavor in there. They're amazing, but I love them, especially after a game. They're a big dub. Yeah. Throw one in. Feel like you're with the boys if you don't chew.
Yep.
And like you said, Anth, a lot of people through us helped us win that contest, or get
shout out to you guys.
Yeah, my big thing, I just throw it to the camera and it's like it sells itself. There's no nicotine or tobacco in there. It's the best.
You guys are lucky that you could buy them in local stores.
Circle K, baby, here in Colorado. They have them at Circle K.
I don't have that out here, so it's nice.
You got Wawa's though, so
Wawa's pretty dope, but but they don't sell Canada, so
yeah, you're right. All right, another thing we got is I'm sure people have seen it. We had an RDN apparel drop with Unified Gameware. Check it out. It's on unifiedgameware.com. Go under the team stores and then go to Roller Dad News. Pretty sure it's the first one right there. Stuff's fire. I love it. I personally love that little bucket, the tie-dye bucket. I think it's sweet. They got some nice hoodies on there. And one cool thing is we always get asked, hey, do you guys have a RDN jersey or a pant? Well, they got them on there. We have just a general Roller Dad News pant and jersey. The pants are amazing. The Unified pants are sick. So definitely check them out. I think you guys will like some of the stuff on there.
That tank, I'd want to see that tank that I saw in the story. I think
doesn't it have Wes's name written all over it? Wes wears a tank everywhere. So do you though. I feel like you wear a tank a lot too.
It's got to be the right time, right place.
Dwyer's a big tank guy.
I ain't got guns to pull the tank. I just like being
Rob does now, though.
Boys, calm down. Calm down,
jacked.
boys. Yeah, calm down, boys. We don't want to pop the shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
McGregor.
Oh, one last thing. Good luck to Jency and Kayla. Jency Dunn and Kayla Barnes in the USA versus Canada tonight. I think that starts in about 9 minutes? Hour? We'll make this fast so we can catch it.
Yeah, an hour 5.
Yeah. But good luck to them. I mean, USA has this. We're from America, so we have to obviously go for the red, white, and blue. But good luck to them. And if you guys are gonna watch that, keep an eye out for those two ladies. Play roller. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk some European roller hockey. I know we've kind of been off the little, grind on the European roller last November. December we were on top of it but kind of slid off it, but now we're back on it. We want to talk about it more, and we're going to kind of give our top 3 teams who we think are, and it's pretty cool because you get to watch these games. They're all on YouTube. Every single team has their own link. They have their own stream, so these games are easily watchable where you can catch it and watch it. But yeah, Ant, Dwyer, one of you guys want to go first? You want me to go first? Who you guys think the top 3 teams are in your opinion? You want me to lead it off?
I think the post says it. I mean, my top.
I changed mine.
You changed them.
I talked to dude. I just got influenced by some other things, and I was like, you know what?
I bet you did.
Oh, I bet you did. Okay, buddy. I don't even get me started. You picked Trace Cantos number 2.
Yeah, I get that. I get that, but
Okay.
I mean, can you argue?
You kind of
with-
got grilled for it.
Yeah, you got grilled
I
for
did
it.
get grilled for it, but I got grilled for it because people get passionate about passionate picks. You know, like
Yeah.
did anybody see the Bengals going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, calm down, buddy,
Yeah.
Joe.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right. You got it. You
These
got
guys
point.
here, they've lost 2 games, and I'm getting heat about a 2-game losing streak, and it's like, you know, peaks and valleys.
Yeah, and
Ebbs and flows.
ebbs and flows.
Nate, Sigmund, he's on Diavoli Vicenza. Like, that guy is the king of like European hockey for Americans over there. So I mean, that pick, Trace Cantos, and then Casey Escarcega said, "You're dumb. Raffles number 1." But you know, for them still in the top 3, like, hey, I'll take it. I stand behind.
Casey's probably right on that, but yeah. I liked your pick. I honestly, Trace Cantos got us people talking, and that's what we want to do. And I think like they have potential. If you look at, you know, like you said, they didn't bring Teed and DiMartino over there for nothing. And then what's his name? Nathan Vrablik, I believe he's the Czech guy. Dude, that guy has a rocket 1-2. He's nasty. So it's all it is playoffs. And anybody's game when you get into playoffs. Ant, you want to go or me?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say. I mean, looking at it, we're all pretty consistent that we all had Rethel in there. Or I think is it pronounced Rethel? But regardless, we all
people say Rethel,
Rethel, yeah. We're just gonna say Rethel.
Go ask Taylor Kane or Cripps. They know. They're for
I
the
think it's
Rethel
usually
guys.
Rethel, but I mean, obviously, like since we all had them in there, looking at it, it's like one of the consistencies. We all had them towards the top. But they're like watching their games. Rob, we talked about this. Like, I think France has usually some of the better streams, I would say, streaming quality. But I've watched a bunch of their games, and they are nasty. Like, they're absolutely pumping the lower-end teams. And then even the teams that are 2 and 3, they're beating up pretty good. So that's why I chose them first. CPLV, that's with Chucky and Mooney, right? Oh, no, CPLV is...
They don't have any Americans. It's mostly it's all Spain
Spanish
team. Molina is with Chucky Slick, Mooney,
Slick,
and that kid Jacob Tenmiar. He's from Sweden. Unreal.
The reason I had those two, I was kind of like 50-50 with those because CPLV, I was talking to Wakefield, who's over there playing, and he said they're nasty.
Yeah, where's Wakefield? Thought he was going to join.
He said he was going to join. It is 3:30 in the morning.
Sounds like his problem. He said he was going to join.
But he said they're both nasty, and they just played Molina last weekend, and they got beat up pretty good. So, it's one of those things where they're both good teams, and then HC Milano is just dominating in the Italian league too. So
Fiala has 156 goals.
Yeah, and you got Hodge back there, so like they're just.
He eats every puck that comes within 10-foot distance.
Especially on a small rink like that, like he's definitely in like 20 pucks a game easily. So.
Yeah, he's like he DM'd me and he's like, "Yo, I see you didn't put eats up there," and I'm like, "Sorry, buddy, like we didn't see that one." No, I think top 3 having Rattel not like at number 1, I think is. They're just, the resume speaks for itself, and they have that, 4 or 5 Czechs on their team that are just so dominant.
Seaback.
Marek Loscott, Peter Skolin, Seabeck. I think I probably butchered every single one of those names.
And Stryczek.
But they can just control that puck. Like, the way they control the puck and they don't touch it. And you look at the game scores, I mean, they're just dummying teams. 14-0, 18-2. Like, it's insane. But... I think mine's going to go Rattel, HC Milano from Italy with Hodge, Fiala, and we forgot to mention the Toby Vandermain dude from Italy that just totally tore up World Championships. Kid is absolutely
we were talking about
sick.
him.
Yeah, which guy was he?
26, dude. Number 26, I'm pretty sure. He was just filthy.
Oh, my God. I remember
flying through the air.
Somebody in our little group, and I was like, who is this?
Who is this
guy?
We were talking about him. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the Italian dude.
Italian stallion.
Now I just look like an idiot.
And then I think my third, originally, I had Sigmund's team. And rightfully so. But looking more into it, watching more games, I think at the end of the day, Molina beats him with, that they're a fast team. They got Chucky Slick. I mean, his game in Europe is unbelievable. It's awesome. Mooney over there lighting it up, and then that Jacob Tainmar kid from Sweden is just disgusting. He has a 1T. I watched a great game between them and Trace Cantos about 2 weeks ago, and Trace Cantos was up by 1 goal with like 2 minutes left, and Molina ended up winning it in overtime. So they have a lot of firepower, and they're just fast. So I don't know. It's that would be my 3: Rattel, HC Milano, and Molina. Picking a team from each league. So that's what I think.
Like the methodology.
Yeah, I don't know. Try to do something here. All right, for the next one.
I'll get better.
You're
better.
You're good.
No, I'll try to get better and watch some games. Like I'll tell you, I'll be honest. Like I feel like that's kind of a skewed power 5 for me, but I'll get better.
I like yours. You're the one that got the most comments.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything. Everyone's like, hey, you guys is original.
What if Trace Cantos wins that game?
Game out there. Exactly.
They're on a 1-game losing streak, dude.
Then we're on a different power shift there.
Exactly. I feel you. All right. Next one's puck. We've had this discussion a lot. People, I don't think we've talked about this one, right? The last one, the puck.
No.
Originally we were gonna put ball versus puck, but that's just stupid because we all know obviously we play roller hockey with a puck. We don't play like ball. It's not street hockey. But you have the steel mat, you got the rocket puck, and the IDS. IDS is always thrown in there. Personally, I loved the IDS growing up. That was my favorite. And then rocket puck just got kind of pushed more into all the tournaments, and that's what you generally used. I still always loved playing the IDS. I just thought it would lay down a lot better. Well, then all of a sudden, little be known, here comes the steel mat 2 years ago, and everyone's like, "Oh, this puck, it's heavy. You're not gonna like it. It's this, it's that." First game I used it, and I'm a goalie, just getting shot in it, be able to control it, and just feeling it. I thought it was unbelievable. Then I got to, skate out with it, feel it. I was like, "Yo, this puck is sick," and I just don't think any other puck honestly compares, in my opinion. Going back and seeing other pucks, rocket puck sometimes rolls a little too much, in my opinion. Steel mat just is, I don't know, just nice, glides, smooth on the surface. But I don't know. What's your guys' opinions, boys?
I think it sounds crazy to say this for a puck, but the rocket puck's too inconsistent. Like when it's warm, you can't stick handle the thing. It's flipping up on the side the whole time, and when it's cold, it's super bouncy. So we use rocket pucks in our leagues here for a while because we have ice squirt, and I feel like rocket puck always worked well with ice squirt. And then we switched over to IDS. But Rob, like you said, IDS is I can't think of a tournament where IDS was the puck of choice.
It used
maybe
to be
AAU.
It used to be AAU. I think it used to be Tours too. Tours.
Pi uses IDS now.
Yeah,
but they don't bring their own pucks. They have to borrow it from the team.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my idea last year. We used to provide pucks for all of our events here on the East Coast. But yeah, I mean, the IDS puck, we've used it in a couple Pi Hog games. We used to use it in AIHL. I think that was pretty much it, but never in State Wars or NCRHA or anything. But I'm a Steel Mat fan as well. When I played USA in 2016, that was when I was
not a big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal. Oh, we weren't the best back then. But
didn't Hawkins score 46 goals in the game?
That was in 18. That was in 2018, and we played India. But once I was introduced to the Steel Mat puck, I loved it being an ice guy myself, and I even a lot of the goalies, and you guys are both goalies, they like the puck as well. They feel like it's a little more consistent, and you can feel the puck more. So I'm gonna jump on the train as well and say Steel Mat is my definite answer for that. The only thing I think I have a problem with it when we use it in our one Premier League here is the pegs fall out all the time. But aside from that, it's probably the best puck overall.
Of the Steel Mat, the pegs fall out.
Yeah, I mean, they give you
I've seen that.
I
remember
at State Wars we had to replace some of the pegs and stuff. That was fun.
That's
felt like puck surgery.
Yeah, it's nice.
It was a year and a half ago, I think, when Tim first announced that Steel Mat pucks were gonna start getting used. I remember Kyle Aldrich was texting me because I think Nick
isn't that guy a golf pro now?
Text. Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays for Team Buzz.
Okay.
he asked me, he's like, do you, because I think I said something back to this group, and he was like, do you actually have a preference like on pucks, like as a goalie? And I was kind of telling him, I'm like, you know what, like I've played now in so many like tournaments, and like, you know, I'm pretty sure NCRHA used Rocket for a long time until they started using the Bauer puck. But
People
I was
love
just
that
saying,
puck too.
I hate
the Bauer
that
puck.
Yeah, I know a lot of everyone like they'll be like, "Oh, Bauer." I'm like, "That is the ugliest looking thing
Bauer
I've
does
ever
a
seen
lot
in
of
my
great
life."
things. They did not make a good roller hockey,
No.
personally.
Brutal.
I love that.
And then Casey also, like my freshman sophomore year, Escargot had a banner, a Rocket Puck banner, and at the bottom of it, it was like the old Rocket Puck logo with like this weird, mean looking like angry puck, and on the bottom of it, it said the only puck used in any important tournament or any tournament worth going to or something like that. Like it was such a like nice satire banner. I'll never forget that. So like I just got so used to it, either playing the puck or even just like looking to stop the puck. And I understand what you mean. There's bounces and everything, but that was just like the puck that I just knew like a lot of how it was going to bounce off, how it's coming toward me, like things like weird little goalie things like that. But having said that, I do like the still mat. The still mat is, people were saying like you're going to get bruised in net. It's like, what are you talking about? Like,
Play
you know,
ice hockey.
you start feeling it, and it's like, no, it's
Like,
a roller hockey puck.
So quick little story about
Story
the Still
time.
Mat puck. No, this is a good one. It's about Hawkins, since we mentioned it. The year that he had like 38 goals or whatever, we were playing in relegation games, and we were playing, I want to say it's Colombia or Spain. I don't remember specifically, but he ripped the Still Mat at this guy. Like the guy got in the way and it hit him in the chest. And
He got in the way.
Yeah, we'll just call it that. But I thought the guy was gonna die. Like, so I could definitely see how it could leave a bruise or two. But normally, yeah, I get what you're saying. Not as a goalie, at least, right? You get all that equipment on for a reason. But dude, it was pretty.
that
good.
guy's coach did not give him the scouting report. I guess.
No, he didn't. And not only that, Hawk was wearing like a CCM helmet from like 1991. The thing was like, it was like a space helmet on. It was hilarious, dude. And it's got like the old foam pads. It's all sticking. It was crazy. It looked
Like
a Donald
Tardino's
Trump
helmet.
Like
No.
the
Oh, man.
1980 like Miracle helmet looking.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like absolutely. And that's why he did it though. Like he did it kind of like, oh yeah, 1980s. He threw a. I didn't even think those helmets could have half shields on it, and he threw a visor on it, which was hilarious. Like he said, he had to take it to you got to ask him about it. He had to take it to a pro shop to like get it all like, you know.
Was it like the squared
visor?
visor, like the the
let
Solani
me
ones?
try to-
Was
let me try to
that like
find
the
a
square
picture.
one?
Let me try to find a picture of it while we're doing this, and I'll see if I could show it on the screen here.
All right.
Or send it to Yams.
That's great.
hilarious,
IT Yams will get it going. All right. Well, we got the next one. Showers at the rink. This was actually a pretty interesting one for hot take, but I think it's
getting canceled here.
Well, no, like if you should have showers at the rinks, right? Like if at nationals,
Yeah.
and locker rooms. It sucks when you have to play a game or two games in a day and you're not able to go back to the hotel and you're just sitting soaking in sweat.
You're just grimy and just walking around the rink.
Do you not like Missouri, when you're in Missouri and it is just so hot there when you get out, you don't not stop sweating, and being able to shower and feel refreshed, it's nice. And just to be clean, that's just I don't know. I think everyone wants to feel like that, right? But so anyways, the question is do you guys think that showers should be at all national rinks?
1000%.
I feel like they used to be.
Yeah.
Just depends
that
where the
used to
nationals
be-
are, but yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
for most
no.
ice hockey rinks, they are already there. So, but
I don't think we were able to use the were we able to use the shower? Yeah, we were. Never mind. There's certain rinks whenever you go to, though, like half the showers don't work in the ice rinks because they're just maintained absolutely horribly. But that being said, it is nice that when you have that option to be able to shower, like where we play, Parker Fieldhouse only has like a community shower, one person shower, so you can't even really shower there. It sucks. So
do it the old
Dwyer
Tuesday
does
way.
though. Dwyer loves that shower. Dwyer uses that shower.
I had to use that to go to like work. Like in the morning after some games or things like that. Like, yeah, that's a solid.
I think it's like, being able to shower right when you're done a game, like, and you could just go home and you could just do whatever. You could sleep, or, you don't have to worry about it. Like,
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than, like, if you're sharing rooms with guys on your team for a tournament, like a bunch of dudes showering in the hotel room, the floor's soaked when you come out, leaking.
Don't have enough towels. You have to go down to the front desk. Like, you just
worst.
asked for 8, and I'm like, well, it's not my fault. We took them all to the hockey rink, and they're just all mad.
Yeah.
And then you got Phelps being like, I'm already in the shower. Get me a towel. I'm like, buddy, we don't have any towels. Yeah,
the towel they give you, like, it's like when you were in middle school and used to get, like, those napkins and paper towels. You know what I'm talking about? The brown ones?
Yeah.
That's like what you're basically drying off with anyway at a hotel. So I agree. Like, I think, were you going to say at State Wars, were we able to use showers? Like,
I don't remember. Like, I felt like maybe during COVID we weren't in Fort Wayne, but I could be wrong.
Stupidest thing ever.
We're-
So you're going to tell me we can't shower because of COVID? We can't get clean because
What?
of COVID. Like, I'm just saying, when people were shutting down showers during COVID, it's like you can't get clean because of COVID. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But
anyways, we don't want to talk about that. So, all right, this was a big gripe, the big hot take, and rightfully so. The next one, NCRHA, the State of College Roller. We probably had, like, I would say, like 20 DMs about the hot take, just saying, what their thoughts are on it and everything. Kev, you played college roller 4 or 5 years?
4.5.
4.5 years.
You could, to add that to technically 5. I spent one
mini
semester
victory
at
lap.
home.
Yeah.
No, dude, actually, there's one really hard class that I had to tell my dad, like, hey, like, I'm not going to pass this class.
Dude.
And my ankle was also fucked up. I thought I had to get surgery on my ankle.
I remember that time.
The doctor that the school sent me to, shout out Lindenwood, he was like, you need surgery. Like, you're, this and that. And so, like, I spent all summer at home, like, and I got the semester off. The first doctor I see back home, like, once the semester started, was like, you just need physical therapy. I don't know what that doctor was talking about. And I was just like, are you kidding me? But it all panned out. I got to live with Krogman my last semester and, like, just have a great last time at school. So I have no complaints about that, really. However, from what it sounds like from the people that I've talked to and everything, when I was there in 2019 to work with Coggin and NCRHA and do the social media and stuff, there were, if I'm not mistaken, 7 or 8 D1 teams. When I played,
Let me pause.
there were,
Let me pause you there. How many legit though D1 teams were there though? Like
that year that I was there.
Were there 7? Like everyone was a legit D1
okay,
team though.
So like I think Farmingdale won, Lindenwood,
Newman.
Bethel. Even at
I don't
that
think
point,
Newman
they
was
dropped
there.
off
Newman
a
had fallen
bit.
off there.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't
At that
Because
point,
half of them went to
2019, they had-
Farmingdale.
Yeah,
Because
that was kind of that
Craft,
second
Fox
half
were
of
all
it.
gone. Yeah. So who was that? Farmingdale, Lindenwood,
Bethel.
Bethel,
ASU.
ASU, Miss State. I feel like Miss
Yeah.
State
I know.
was still
I know
D1.
Kowalski played for them. Goalie for
exactly.
Roadrunners.
So Miss State, and dude, like, I'm having a tough time.
But
Maybe
were they all
Grand Valley
considered?
State
Would you
had
say they were
one?
all legit D1 teams
There were
compared to
4
like
contenders.
5 years ago, or when
There
NCRHA?
were 4 contenders, whereas like my freshman, sophomore, junior, like basically my years at school, like there were like relatively contenders. Yeah, and it just sounds like people have an apprehension of playing Division I because they know what is like their ultimately like their destiny playing in that division, which is really kind of upsetting because like I remember hearing from guys like that I went to school with who were like, man, like that year, ASU won, or that year Buffalo went on that run, and you hear of these schools.
Yeah.
The year Lindenwood lost to Long Beach in Wisconsin, like that story is so crazy. The rink was leaking. Their game got pushed until like 1:30 a.m. Like there's so many crazy things, but again, that all just goes to like people have apprehension of playing. Like it doesn't matter. It's one game in the playoffs. Like, it's one game. We lost to Bethel my final year. We lost 1-0. Pretty sure is the only time Lindenwood's ever been shut out. And Blake Lockhead shut us out. Bethel played a box. We lost 1-0, and we probably had 35 shots on net. So,
Played a
like,
box.
believe me.
I remember that. That was
Yeah.
like, but
I had 15 minutes of anger, and after that, like, I was a normal person, like, out in the real world. And Adam Swims couldn't believe it. He's like, "How are you not mad?" I'm like, "What am I gonna be mad about? The game's over."
yeah.
Like, you know, that's when, like, I feel like I turned a page on maturing, like, mentally, and just like,
Yeah.
But yes, and in the league that there is now, there's like 4 or 5 D1 teams, and like, at the end of the day, that's not sustainable for like your top end division for a program like Lindenwood that's perennial. You know,
And-
so it's tough.
Yeah.
They're in a little bit of a compromising position, is what I will say about where NCRHA is at from the knowledge that I've gotten.
Yeah, it's tough. I ref it right now on the East Coast. And right now there's 3 D1 teams. You have Slippery Rock, Rowan, and Farmingdale. And it's tough because Rowan, they could be decent. It's all the assault kids that are pretty good when they all play together. But they all play ice hockey too. So, like, they're playing with, like, I think last time I ref them, they had literally 4 guys. Like, there's just no way you can compete with that. You know
And that's
what I mean?
that shouldn't be NCRHA hockey. Like, so,
Yeah,
and then,
like, that's not marketable. It's not
but
professional. Like,
so whose fault is that then? Is it the NCRHA's for not promoting it more, the league, or like, is it the school's fault? Like, where does it become, like, you know, is it the region's fault that they're not helping the schools get promoted more? Is it the schools? You know, I mean, it's just hard to find out. Everyone's like, NCRHA. And yes, it's their league, it's their product. But are they ultimately responsible for recruiting for every single school? You know?
right.
Whose problem is that, and who needs to take ownership of that? You know, what about the people that run the regions? You know, you have, you know, the ECRHA, the WCRHL, and all that stuff. You know,
GPCIHL.
don't get me started on that one. The elemental P's.
Greater Plains Collegiate
But
Inline Hockey.
I think, you know, everyone's like trying to point fingers or put a blame on like who is it, but you know, there's so many. College roller hockey's huge. You know, there's so many, I guess, different avenues or paths. Like me, Wes Schaefer, JT Bovee, we created a team out of Front Range Community College. We all went there for 1 year, pretty easy, blah blah blah, did it, and then we didn't play again. But
Yeah.
we created it, got accepted into it. That's it, you know. But NCRHA really. So
From what I understand.
So like, who should be like, you know, promoting it? Who's the ones, you know? Should it be the schools, the NCRHA? You know, all these guys just working together and somehow.
It's almost twofold. Like how I like from what I know from all the guys who run teams, it's basically like passing the torch. Whoever's on that team who doesn't run it, whoever's running the team at that time passes the torch to someone else. Now that person may or may not be as good at running a team. They may not be as good at organizing, recruiting. They may not have as many friends. Like Rob, you said you had 3 people that you knew you could start a team with, and you guys are going to be competitive. So I think it's that, and I think, quite honestly, the NCRHA needs to maybe help out a little bit. Maybe like come up with some sort of
playbook
of like, playbook of like, hey, here's how you operate in our league, because. You know, and again,
or promote the schools, promote the regions. It's like, hey, like, it's not that hard. Make a post, put it out there. Like, we got Lindenwood playing Bethel.
Like being at all the events too that are not related. Like it almost seems like, you know, NCRHA's like kind of isolated themselves, like to just be their own thing. You know what I mean?
And we're not like I don't want people
bashing them.
Yeah, we're not bashing them. We're just trying to,
just
you know,
ideas. Yeah,
kind of are, but yeah.
Like if they're at like a NCRHA event and they have a booth there, like think of how many kids that are in high school, 16U, that are looking at this and going, oh my gosh, like I didn't know I could play college roller.
So,
right? Rob, you said that to me a couple weeks ago.
What?
Like guys in high school don't know they can play college
No
roller.
one does. That like half these kids don't realize it. And so, the only school I see from this, Bethel, there's a lot of schools that do great, but Lindenwood promotes everything. Like, you go on Twitter, man, on Saturdays, it's insane. I'm like, all right, it's goal after goal after goal after goal after goal after goal after goal.
Thanks,
Like, all right,
Tiff.
cool.
That's Miss Tiffany.
Hey, and you know what? They have a great social media presence. People want to be noticed. Hey, why wouldn't you want to go to Lindenwood if you're going to get put on, you're going to play with the best players and stuff like that? Maybe the schools, maybe these other schools need to start following suit. Bethel does a great job at that. I know Newman does a great job at that. And you do see these schools that do, other schools that are doing great jobs at that. But now the NCRHA needs to help them out and promote them more. The only people I ever see at any tournament is Lindenwood, and I get it, Ronnie B, is at these tournaments. It's easy for him to bring a booth. Any other school can do that too. Any school can bring a booth and come to these tournaments for the youth. At State Wars, just because State Wars was in Missouri, I think there was maybe one other school. I think it was Maryville, I want to say, or something like that. But there was another school there other than Lindenwood. But that's it. But they want to grow college roller. Well, hey, that's the biggest market, NCRHA, State Wars, Tours, to get these kids to be attracted. But the only booth there was Lindenwood. So, I don't know. I think it's also, it's not just the NCRHA. It's also your school, too, to promote yourself. You can't just have NCRHA promote you. You gotta do it as well, too. So, I don't know. It's there's a lot of different answers you could say. Yeah, they don't promote enough too, but takes a village or whatever they say.
Takes a village.
Takes a
village.
It's hard. Yeah. So
no, you're pretty spot on, man. Like no doubt at all.
And
you're spot
think,
on. And go ahead, Ian.
No, I was just saying, I think COVID did hurt them a lot last year. Like the past 2 years, it's kind of hurt them as far as attendance goes. A lot of schools because schools fall off and never came back.
Same can be said for every other tournament. They're a tournament just like NCRHA, State Wars, and Tours, and you can't just. I don't know.
Talk it up, yeah.
You can't. There's these kids that want to play. Like there's these kids that are staying an extra year so they can play college roller hockey, and this is what you're giving them. I mean, I get DMs and I see people are like, I don't even know where nationals are. I don't know where nationals are. Maybe you guys do, but that's probably a pretty brutal thing. It's February 16th and it's happening in April. I don't know. But
do you remember when we were kids and at the far end of the North Rink at Palladium, they had a big ass NCRHA banner, and I remember on the weekend there being, for sure. I remember on some weekends when they had college events, all of a sudden there were so many people in the rink, and that rink you kind of got ready in your own spots. There was a locker room, but it wasn't there was locker room 1, locker room 2. It was the men's locker room or the women's locker room. So teams would get ready in sections of the rink, in different areas.
That was so fun.
And I just remember when college teams would come in, all of a sudden there were so many people in the building. Dude, you would all you'd get done with your little 14 and under Saturday game, and all of a sudden you're
Team
stepping
Dark
over
Horse.
1,000 bags to get to where your team had their bags, because all these college dudes were rolling in, and then there were a bunch of people in the stands
and we were trying to play basketball in the middle. 21.
Dude, Colorado had a really, really solid college hockey scene.
CSU was
growing up.
CSU, CU,
Matt
UNC,
Olson, Luke Osborne, Jelonsky. UNC had
Bryce Estes,
Brandon Stupinger, Bryce Estes, and a handful of those guys. And then CU had a team.
Steinberg's were up there. Alex Payne with the DU, Taylor J.
DU, Caesar, Ryan Dunn.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's Ryan Dunn.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been kind of grasping onto DU. Metro has flirted with the team. There was a time where Colorado college hockey was really good.
Front Range Community College.
Yeah, it was its own Rocky Mountain West Division or something. And so to see that, it's just a reflection of kind of, wouldn't say the sport as a whole, but pockets of the country have cyclical upturn and downturn and ooh.
You're right, because if you think about I know we're talking a lot about the NCRHA we're going on, and I'm gonna talk about CSU and Colorado State just because we are from Colorado. roller hockey really wasn't like, it was big when we were kids, but it wasn't like the CSU guys weren't even attracting one kid from Colorado to come play there. And that's a problem too. It's like, hey, you think about it, imagine that team, pretty gross team you could have from Colorado with a lot of the talent that comes out of here at, your guys' age, 91s, 93s, 94. Like, it's just unbelievable. We don't even know who like runs that, you know what I mean? And that's kind of, hey, kudos to you guys for running it and do it on your own. But imagine if more people knew about those kind of things going on, or recruited a little more, kind of like Lindenwood did.
Yeah.
Elliot
100%.
Linton, you, Wes Schaefer, Josh Holmes, Parker Poor. Those are all kids that went to Lindenwood from Colorado. So, I don't know. I just think it takes a village to grow college roller hockey right now, and it's not just going to take one person or thing. So.
Well said, friend.
All right, we're moving on. Last one. This was actually a really good hot take we got sent in, and I liked this one. The original hot take was, and we're gonna kind of, I guess, remix it into ours. But I'm gonna go off the original hot take as well. Was, if Sigmund is the best player in the game and Tino is number 2, then who is number 3?
Can you tell us who tweeted that too?
I'm not gonna say it, just out of respect.
It's on the public forum.
It's not. No one can see it. If he wants to know, he can. I'll
It's a DM.
It's a DM.
So I didn't know that.
It's a
That's
DM.
okay.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
didn't know
public.
it was a DM.
Yeah. He's a boy. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a boy.
Okay.
He plays in the pro division. He is a boy.
Sorry. Yeah, he's a homie.
Yeah.
Big time homie.
Yeah. So, if Sigmund is the number 1 and Tino is number 2, who is number 3? That was the original hot take.
So do you want to go original, and then we can all give our top 3?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So, for the third one, if we're going to go original, or what based off what he said, that hot take, right?
Mm-hmm. Who you got, Rob?
I'm going with Whitey. I'm going with Matt White, and there's no doubt about it. I mean, the guy's just a pure goal scorer. You've seen he took, a year, 2 years off from roller, comes back, and it just looks like he never even just missed a beat this summer. It was just unbelievable. I know people are going to gripe and say, well, he played one tournament this year. He's not a consistent roller player. Well, do you want him on your team or not? Because I do, and he's going to score a goal. So, but if we're going to go off, anybody in the game playing ice, roller, I mean, Matt White's in that top 3 conversation. Not one question about it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agreed. And I looked at that question more of like, okay, if we were doing a draft of all the guys in the pro division from this summer,
and those two were taken, who
are you taking number 3? And he started. I feel like he started out, just getting his wheels under him because he hadn't played in 2 years, right? Like,
dude, he scored a goal from on the side of the net. It was just stupid,
Bro.
and I was like,
and I'd never really played against him. And then when playing against him, like when he gets going, it's just like a different beast. And he's got that long reach, and he can rip the puck. Like, he's your number 3 pick, is my point, right? Like, you're taking him as the third pick, if those two are taken. So I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I know we're gonna take this a different way with our top 3 picks, but I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
So he's your number 3 too, Whitey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dwyer sounds kind of like irritated about that. Does he?
"Oh,
Does he not like that, or what?
Well, he did.
No,
he did say
I
earlier
really-
he had like.
dude.
Whoa! We're not going to
I'm
bring up
the-
our text conversations. We'll.
I'm the biggest Whitey advocate
I
I
know.
have been for like 3 years. Anytime that guy doesn't score on me, like for me, it's a moral victory. So like we lose the snipers in the playoffs. I don't think he scored on me, but like in
You
my
won.
head, I'm like, damn, dude. I went 36 more minutes without Whitey scoring on me. Like that's solid.
I love it.
In Atlanta, dude, I think it was.
So is Whitey your third pick, or are you telling us a Whitey
he's
story?
not. No, it was a Whitey story. I'll tell you my third pick. What do you want, the Whitey story or the third pick?
Let's go Whitey story first, third pick second.
In Atlanta, when Connex was playing the Snipers, we were
Unbelievable
in a 1-1
game.
semifinal game, phenomenal game.
Unbelievable game. Thank you
he
to
came down.
CJ for recording that.
He came down, and I think he was coming on my left side, and he just cut. Dude, it's 1-1. There's a minute and 10 seconds left, and he cuts to the middle, and I'm totally thinking he's going to shoot it. and he just dishes it back to fucking Hawkins for a boomer.
I remember that.
I'm talking a boomer that like I reacted pretty quickly, and it was so far gone. My reaction, I think it just off my like brick of my glove and just like in the net, and it was like you didn't have a chance on that play because I thought Whitey's coming down to like snipe, and little do I know he just dishes it to Hawkins. So, yeah, Whitey, big advocate of Whitey and Hawkins. Fuck. Number 3 for me, gotta take PJ DiMartino.
Oh, that was.
I was thinking him too. Yeah.
Like,
who skates better than him?
Both ends of the floor. I remember it was the first game at Winners. I think I was sitting with like Newens and Tanner and somebody else, and we're just watching. And this was the 1-1 game, the Silver Knights and Black Ice. And he just made he leans in so hard, and then he spins and he gets out of that, and then he like drags and gets through that. And I just looked back at Newens, and Newens was like, "Are you like really? Like are you fucking kidding me?"
He's like Gumby on skates. It's crazy.
Dumb. And then he like makes this crazy offensive play that they almost score on. Silver Knights are going, and here gets PJ back to make it not a 3-on-1 but a 3-on-2, and like breaks the play up. And it's just like, that's absurd. Like, I'm sorry, that's stupid.
It's unbelievable.
It's stupid how good that guy is, man. So
you wanna, can I say something real quick?
Let's hear it.
I want to call this kid out, but every time we say someone's the best in something, I get a text from somebody.
Who?
And his stick's right there. Anytime I say anything about something the best, this kid will text me, and he will be like, "Not true," and he'll mention someone off his favorite team, Mars Blade.
Listen,
and I think it's it's the funniest thing in the world. But yeah, I just thought I had to add that real quick.
Cody pretty good. Cody Caller's a little old, okay? I had a nice hot tub pool session with them in Florida last weekend.
Did you get a little steamy there or what?
Dude, it was really funny. That's Patreon, RDN. We'll figure that
Patreon.
out.
After hours.
Yeah.
Patreon, yeah.
All right. I respect that though. PJ's he's disgusting. I mean, he's sometimes just unpredictable too with the puck. You don't know what he's gonna do, and guy can snipe from wherever, he can dangle, and he's just a two-way player. I mean, absolutely a two-way player. It's just unbelievable.
Every other shift.
Wasn't he playing forward this summer too?
He did because KJ went
they
down.
had to move
and Billy.
forward.
KJ and Billy were coaching, I'm pretty sure, at Palma Pro because they were both.
Yeah, and I think they may have hopped in for playoffs, but like I remember KJ like couldn't do much, like he was hurt. You know what I mean? And he honestly, he could be in that mix too when he's healthy, man.
He could, but how good is Billy? Like,
Billy's so gross, rat. But
a little rat out there. I love it,
dude. Oh my god, Billy's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's like subtly like his little stick lift from behind, like you don't even hear him coming, and he just like boom, stick lifts you, and you're like,
he is just subtle too. Like he's the subtlest sniper. Like he fucking picks stupid corners that you're like, are you?
I want to say, Kev, at NCRHA over at like Winter Nationals, like they were struggling to score, and he was like the one that I think he had like back-to-back goals in that game against I think it was against the Skittles, right? Like, puppy.
It's like, what are we doing? Sorry.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, he got that team going. Like he was the engine that like got them going. I mean, and I play against him and PJ a lot. You know, from being on the East Coast with Paiha and all the East Coast international events and stuff like that. But he's another one that, I mean, there's so many nasty players that it's like, it's
he's
really
just
hard
a silent assassin. He's the most soft-spoken, like, quiet guy off the rink. And, like,
and he's great defensively.
He's just,
all right, so are we going to get into our top three kind of thing?
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to get a lot of grief for this, people, and be like, oh, you ever think this guy is? It's like, hey.
Who's going first?
There's no way to pick it.
There's
no way to pick this.
And the best way I'm going to look at this is I'm thinking this as a 3-on-3 Ironman team. It's the only way I can think of it, okay? If I was going in playing your three other players and I have mine, how about we do round by round?
I was going to say,
because I'm getting too much pressure.
A little draft? you want to do
Let's
like
go-
a little draft here?
Let's go.
Let's do a
Rob,
draft. Let's do a draft.
Rob, Anth, me, Anth, Rob, Anth, me.
All
How
right.
about
So we're
that?
picking our 3, and we're doing goalies. Should we throw
Snaking.
goalies in here?
It's whatever.
No, just players.
Just
Okay,
players. Okay.
Just players. Let's not convolute.
And this
things.
is
That's a whole
consistent-
nother round.
And this is consistent roller players, correct? Or is this like these are guys that play roller
Why
year
don't we do
round, or is
Based
this
off last
guys?
summer. Do based
Pick
off
who you
last-
want to pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Pick who you want to pick.
I'm gonna go with a player that I, to me he doesn't surprise me at all, and I think he is absolutely gross. We got to interview this guy last year. He's the heartbeat and soul of one of the pro teams. Absolutely unreal skater. Kid's speed is just unbelievable. But Tyler Spezia, without a doubt, I think gets overlooked 100% by so many people. That kid does so much work for Marsblade. It's unbelievable. I mean, him and Alex Kyle on offense is just stupid.
Scott's nice.
But Tyler Spezia, I feel like gets overlooked a lot by these, the Palma, Snipers, Black Ice teams. I'm taking Spezia. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? Guy played he started in the NHL this year with the Red Wings in the preseason. He's having a great year with Grand Rapids. Spezia is hands down one of the best skaters, best hands, and one of the best shot. He's a two-way player.
He won a medal with Tim.
Yep, he won Team
the
USA.
boys,
Double HF.
2017.
17. Yep.
Yeah.
Double
Yeah.
X, Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
But
I'm taking
So I got-
Spezia.
Stupid.
All right. So I got second
93.
Yep.
Yeah, you got second pick.
You remember that? You remember that
Um,
video? Xander
yeah.
to the rescue.
Oh my god.
So
we need
I'm
to
gonna-
show that to Spees.
I don't think we can.
So for my pick, I'm gonna go with Sigmund. Because and we can pick him and no, right? Just being okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Siggy. I feel like because he does he's like PJ as well, right? He's like the veteran PJ, right? Like he does all the same stuff. He's great offensively. His skating ability is probably just as good as PJ, if not better. Like him on his wheels is ridiculous how he uses his edges. Like one of the ice guys that I play with said he's like the first guy he's seen like skate like ice hockey on roller. It's crazy, like how he uses the inside and outside edge. So I'm gonna go with Siggy as my first overall.
His
pick.
stick's also
Team American.
18 feet long, where you just
Another
can't-
one, ridiculous, dude.
He can snipe from like here. His body's over here, and he's just over here.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
why they call him
ridiculous.
Mr. Wiggles? But it's just stupid.
Wiggle. And you got to tape him up this summer, right? Didn't you fix his eye?
Yeah, I was part-time staff trainer, for the State Wars Pro
I thought you were
Division.
gonna take it because of that, but
Oh, yeah, I would. Of course, I would have took Sigmund first, but
I'm just-
I want to spice things up.
Tape
I
him
can't
up.
be
Tape
too
him
original. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got
like
the
it.
tape.
Yeah,
we
no,
were
I
in
like
there wiping his nose off, getting it in there, and man, it was cool. I was like, "Hey, you remember when I interviewed you?" He's like, "Dude, I got to get out there." I'm like, all right, my bad. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
like throwing the tape all over his nose.
Oh,
like that.
dude, I took the biggest strip. Half it's on his eyes. Like, yo, can you cut this? I'm like, yeah, my bad. Hey, first time ever being a trainer, just jumping into the mix,
I love Sigmund. That guy left me out to lunch in Barcelona.
Guy's
one
the
night,
man.
So, yeah, he is.
Don't they call him like the most interesting man in roller?
I believe he is.
I believe he is too.
That's easily a big sandwich pick for me. So,
All right, Dwyer, who's your
Um,
pick?
I'm
Do you
just
get
gonna
two in a
stick-
row?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's why I said I'll go third. I'm gonna stick with my guns that I just picked. I'm gonna pick PJ DiMartino because I've already spoken about how good he is. So let's move on to pick 2. We'll get this guy going. Neither of you guys selected him, so you got to take the handsome American stallion Travis Snow. So
Crazy
Travis
that
is
he went
my
that
second
late.
pick.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
he went that late.
stupid. Travis Snow's a second round pick in a 3-man draft. I'll just say that.
Maybe I ruined it. Maybe I didn't. Who knows?
I don't know. Rob Ants, it's your turn. Travis goes without speaking. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with just so you can't get him and you can't put these two together. I'm gonna go with Junior. Playing with him gave me like a whole different perspective on that guy, and I can't let Kevin put I can't like have put him and No together if he made it that far anyway. So I'm gonna play a little defense with my team here, but pick an offensive player.
All right, well, I'm going with one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and it's no doubt. Goes without saying. Do we get to pick a coach?
Okay, that can be our fourth. If
right,
that's not a goal.
I'm going with, I'm just going with crafty. I mean, the kid's just crafty with it. You can't. There's really no other way to put it. And then I'm gonna
Tylers for Rob's team. Huh?
Yeah, I got the Tylers. And I got another pick, right?
Yeah, you're on your snake.
So this combo used to they were deadly younger, and I'm gonna go with it again. I could just only imagine Crafty feeding this guy or Spezia feeding this guy in the point. It's goal all day. I'm going with Braden Hawkins. I mean, the Michigan kids, then mix it in there with Crafty. I mean, come on. Come at me, boys. Our team's ready to go. So, Ant, your turn.
A lot of firepower.
Oh!
You just...
I was thinking about something else. No, you're good.
Oh. Damn, you actually took who I was going to take because I figured, you got Cadiz, who's a guy who likes dishing the puck out. I need someone who could rip it as well. This is tough. I mean, there are a lot of good snipers in the league. I'm going to go off the beaten path a little bit here and pick someone that maybe, wouldn't be on other people's radars, but he had once I say his name, you're going to know the game I'm talking about, but he had a huge game at Palmer Pro where he had 5 tucks. I'm going to go Shane Bennett to shoot the puck from Cadiz. And that's really off the
Shane
beaten path.
or Shane?
Sorry, Blake. My mistake, Blake.
Blake.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay.
I know that's off the beaten path, but the guy just scores. And I'm thinking, putting
he's like Ethan Frank.
Here.
He just buries.
He just buries. So I'm thinking about putting a team together here. So I'm going to go with Blake Bennett. And he's my boy, too, so maybe a little bit biased, but he does rip.
Well, I would have said Mayhew, but I'm not being biased, but okay.
Well, surprised you didn't say May, to be honest.
I couldn't take him first round.
But I'm going to go Blake Bennett with mine.
Wow. All right.
I like that.
All right. Oh, shit.
It's tough when someone takes your guy right before you're about to pick, too. So
it is.
Shit.
Well, Blake's good. I wasn't going to take Blake, so I'll just say that. Damn. You do got me in a pickle, though. I'm going to... Yikes. Stripes.
Dwyer, time's ticking.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Whitey. I jerked his chain enough, and so I get Matt Whitey.
He jerked his chain enough.
yeah, I did a little bit on this episode.
Well, you get the coach Snake, so go ahead.
Oh yeah,
I
and
forgot
we're doing a coach too.
Who's coaching this Iron Man team?
Yeah, who's coaching this? Oh, I already know my coach for this Iron Man team.
I don't know. I'm taking Joe Cook, so there you go.
Okay. I mean, undeniable. I mean, I'm gonna go Timmy McManus. I mean, he's he's goated right at this point. So, and I know I was gonna take. Well, I'm not gonna say it now, but I'm gonna wait till Rob goes. But I was gonna take someone else too. But we'll see if Rob says it first. Go ahead.
Wow. Got to take Miro.
I was gonna say, I know.
There's no question you take Miro. So yeah, I mean, Miro just yelling at Crafty, get the puck, speed,
Pick a goalie, round it out. We'll do it quick.
Yeah, you might as well have to.
So then, do we get to do a fourth player?
Yeah, you.
All right. I got Mayhew as my fourth player, and goalie. I am going to go with. He is on this pod, Kevin Dwyer.
Oh my gosh, you're a flatterer. All right.
Are you? Come on. Okay, time out. Credit where credit is due. The kid stood on his head at NCRHA. Kid stood on his head this summer. Credit is credit's due. You played like a stud, and
I appreciate.
I'm not gonna go traditional picks of taking. I know people want to take a Redmond, TNTs and stuff. Dwyer's my boy. If I have trust in a guy, I'm taking a trust in my team I just picked. I'm taking Dwyer. So
well, thank you.
Yeah, just
all right.
I
need a D guy, so I got Cadiz, Bennett, Siggy. I'm gonna go Halverson, and I know
Max Halverson.
Yeah,
is he D or
watching right now? Yeah,
Is-
he plays
Okay.
big normally, but
There we go.
I'm going with Halvey.
You got a lot of scoring power now.
Yeah, shout out to Max and Mula. They sent me a Snapchat. They're watching the stream right now too. So
You're not
shout
gonna
out to
take
them.
Money Mula. He scores big goals though.
I
He
I was going
does.
to,
The kid's
he
a
uses-
big goal scorer.
In Pi High, he had to use my stick, and I think he took all the goals out of it, so I can't give it to him. And then as far as the goalie goes, I mean, you score against Redmond, like you keep that puck sort of thing. He's that kind of guy. He's like the Tretiak roller, so I'm gonna go with Redmond backstopping this team here.
I like it.
All right, fourth guy. Oh my god,
Oh my god.
that's hard.
You can say me, it's okay.
I honestly have. I'm surprised you haven't said this guy.
Me personally.
A person I'm good. I would say, but yeah.
Okay.
Why is my thing out of focus again?
Waiting.
DiMartino, no. Matt White. Who's
So
my
you
fourth?
need a D guy.
Yeah, you do need a D guy. Who's gonna?
DiMartino's my D guy.
Yeah, but you need
No,
another. End to end.
I was just doing I was doing it that way.
Could you imagine Crafty and Mayhew
No, I
together?
don't want to
You.
do recency bias.
Kevin's really struggling with
He
this
is,
one.
dude.
I
He doesn't want to
am.
hurt his friend. I know what he's
We should-
doing. I know what he's doing.
We should post this up and see what people think too.
All
See
right,
what they think
I'm
of our
down.
picks.
My team's
Who's winning?
with our coaches. Come on.
Man, okay. I'll do this one. Just because the kid's hot and it's been
I already know
actually. Who do you think it is?
You're going to the guy up north.
Who is it?
Are you
Baumgartner.
going Bomber?
Bomber. You're going Bomber. There we go.
I'll put Bomber as Mr.
Wow.
Irrelevant
That kid's an
skater.
absolute stud. I mean,
He's the man,
pretty-
too.
he's pretty
such
good.
a nice guy too. He's the man, dude.
friend of the pod.
He's the best guy.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. He actually wanted me to ask about your cooking skills, Kev. On the hot take, he said, "Tell Kev to tell us about his cooking skills."
No, he didn't. He would. Okay, and my goalie, just because I seen him shut out the Czechs in person, I got to take Chinny.
Cheney,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah, I haven't seen Leggett play in 3 years, so I don't know how Leggett looks.
Fuck you, I want Leggett to come back so bad.
I do too.
Love watching him.
I
One of the
do
best
too.
guys of all time.
Is he still playing ice somewhere? I
Yeah, he
thought I
just
saw,
got
like,
signed. He just got
Yeah, I
signed
was
to
gonna say,
another
I thought
team.
I saw he just got signed. Yeah,
He
I thought
plays-
there was something
dude.
like that.
Leggett, all-time beauty. When we were in the Midwest Wars, I think like 2019, we went out with the Mudcats and him, and he was telling us, Kev, you were there, right? About for
I
his
don't think so.
stories. But what? Oh, we missed somebody. We missed somebody, boys.
Shit.
We got a little comment here on YouTube. No
I
one
don't
picked.
care.
No one picked Olinger.
I was.
I understand. Like,
Yeah.
it was on the radar,
Agreed.
but like,
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I was there.
Look,
with my
I just
D
sent
pick.
you guys what we picked, and you know what?
that's good.
Like we've all
There's-
got. I mean, except for Rob.
What?
Is Mayhew a D man?
Yeah,
Or
he
is-
played. Are you kidding me? Oh, Mayhew's watching this right now. Is
I
Mayhew a
only see him
D-man? He
play
plays for
Rob.
Denver
See, Rob-
University. I'm about to go off. Mayhew is a D-man. He
Rob
plays for
is highly
DU.
offended.
Plays for DU, starting DU, Anaheim Hills, California.
They just let that guy come down the slot and toey and rip
Do
in
not-
roller hockey.
He is, dude. He's disgusting. He's so fast, but yeah,
I
I'm
know
not gonna.
he is.
I
He
get-
can't catch. He's like Sam Gerard of DU.
He's
like in-
disgusting.
yeah.
And you
I've
asked
seen
if
the
he was a
flicks you
defenseman.
sent.
I invite you to
Rob is-
The
games.
times
Rob
I've
is
played against him.
Fired up right
I
now.
get it.
Hey, that's my
No,
boy.
I get
Yeah, we know.
All
Fired
right. Anyways,
Dude, are you kidding me? I have no and white. I have two. I have one righty and one lefty who are just getting teed up. in the
okay, well,
slot.
I got Spezia and Hawkins, Kraft, and you know what? I might just put Miro out there, so I'm not even worried. And calm down. I got you in net, so you're gonna glove that all day. I'm not worried about this. Remember, you told me if you shut out Whitey, it's a win for you. Man, you love those games.
Yeah, there's.
Sure I do.
I mean, here's the thing with these, and like I got some text and things coming.
I forgot what I was leading into until I saw that, and
There's no way to like we could pick 8 guys, right? And it would still be
Oh gosh.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
This could go on for another 20 minutes.
Like there's goalies we left off, D we left off, forwards we left off. There's no way to go, good way to go. But the guy Travis Gray, who wrote, tried writing Ollinger's last name. Like, geez, look at
LMNOP.
you guys get a chance. I don't even know what he was trying to write there. OSLONFDN. Yeah, typo and a half, bro. That thing is like
Slinger.
it's half a line long. What he put in there,
All right.
It's ridiculous.
Well, boys, I don't know what I was gonna say when I was leading into that. I kind of forgot. I was saying something about something. Oh yeah, Mayhew's D. Whatever.
Hey, Mayhew, sorry.
I mean, he's the one that threw in one of the hot takes. So yeah, boys, you guys got anything else for the RDN roller show before we go watch the women's Spank Canada?
No. I mean, good luck to the women. We're gonna
Story before we leave.
Oh.
This is a great story. People are gonna love this. I'm an idiot. First, shout out to Kev working at Pure Hockey. Got me a tremendous new bag.
Tremendous.
CC,
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the bucket. That's definitely a PH bucket.
I have a gripe with hockey bags. Why does that bag cost $125 fucking dollars? That was, man, excuse the language, but $125 is insane for
a kid show. It's a kid show.
It is, yeah. But $125 for a bag was pretty insane. I was like, oh my god. But I can fit all my gear in there finally. I wasn't able to do that before. My thing's still fuzzy.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I wasn't able to do that before. That being said, now when I travel, I can literally fit everything in there. I don't have to worry about like giving my gear to Justin Marr so we can drive it out there. But this morning, walk out to my car, and I see in my parking lot my hockey bag just sitting there. And I'm like, that looks like my hockey bag. And it's opened.
What?
So then I go to my front passenger door, see my pads just standing up. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Someone broke into my car, threw my hockey gear in the middle of the street, and then left my pads in there. So I was like, shit. I'm looking around my car, making sure nothing's stolen. Nothing was stolen or anything as I know of yet. They didn't take any of my hockey gear. Took nothing. Luckily I played 2 nights before, so it was all sweaty and stinky. They didn't take anything. But
They probably touch it and they're like, fuck.
bro, I was like so mad. I'm like, you guys took my hockey gear, threw it in the middle of the parking lot, and I mean, thankfully they didn't take anything, but I was just so astonished. I was just like, why not take it at that point? Why not take the skate? Like, so thankfully they didn't take anything. Thought it was hilarious. Lock your car. Thought my car was locked. I don't know if it was or not, but
I've had my pads stolen before. It's like the worst feeling.
nothing got stolen though. So I was like,
it's-
I went to the gym, got a big pump in, just like whatever. Gym doesn't wait for anybody. Neither do I.
Show us his guns. Show us his guns, dude.
No, I don't want to show you the guns yet, boys.
Oh,
You-
come on, pop the tarp off again.
All right, you guys want to see the tarp? How many people we got viewing this?
Maybe after a California 10, you could show us the tarp.
We got 9 people.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
we're not popping the tarp off. In California, pop the tarp off. Not right now. All right, boys, girls, thank you guys for joining the RDN Roller Show. We're going to get watching the USA women's game. Good luck to Jincy. Good luck to Kayla. And let's go to USA. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, or we'll see you in California. So, adios.
Thanks for